Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop. I think I have sales on all four of those today because I'm packing up 16 orders. Now, before you get too excited, this is over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days. Still not bad, right? The last 2 weeks have been super busy with dog sitting. I've managed to do some reselling work too, but I wouldn't say I've been listing as many as I could. So I'm still happy with that. Some of these are low. I have at least 3 that I would consider great and some others that are just bread and butter. So we'll go over them. I'm going to go in reverse order because that's just easier. A 17th order just came through, but I'm not getting up to go get it. Plus, since it just went through, I want to give it some time. It's a Poshmark one, and you know they say not to pack it up too soon. They give them time to cancel. So the first one we're going to pack up is, oh, this counteroffer was unsuccessful. Whatever. Okay, was a pair of leggings, Livy Lane Bryant, women's size 18-20 pants, 7/8 legging, black soft cotton stretch. They're new with tags. And here they are. They're going to California, to a town I used to go to for work a lot. Riverside, California. Not the most exciting place. Not bad, just, not like a destination that people go to for vacation. It was work. This sold for $22. I believe that was through an offer counter offer, or maybe I just accepted an offer. They paid that plus shipping. This was an eBay sale. I'm going to put it in a 10 by 13 poly mailer. I'm going to stop saying 10 by 13 poly mailer unless I am going to use something different. Just assume it is a 10 by 13 poly mailer. Where did I get this? I got this at, I have no idea. I didn't write it down. I think I got this at a buy by the pound sale at the Salvation Army. They started doing that on Saturdays for the first few hours of the day. And I've been once and got mostly pants. So my cost of goods that day, the average of all the items I got was $2.10 per item. Let's figure out how much they paid with shipping. I hope everyone had a nice Labor Day weekend, relaxing or fun or whatever it was you wanted to do. Mine was fine. I saw 2 movies. Let me pull this up and then I'll tell you about them. You guys know I talk about movies a lot because that's like pretty much my only hobby. Working and movies. And my only hobby here in Texas because it's hot. I don't want to do anything out there. But it is September 1st. It's the Burr months. Okay, I'm very distracted. Okay, so they paid with shipping $31.45. This was promoted. I think most of my sales were promoted, which means that I pay more in fees in order to advertise this, have it show up higher in the listings. The marketplace fees, I got to add these two together. 8, 9, 15. I have been promoting at about 15%, plus or minus, and it can be lower, but it's almost always at the cap, and I've been doing it that high. That's what's been allowing me to sell things, I guess. I know Depop's going to give me this error every time, so we'll figure out how much shipping is on this item. Going from Texas, where I live, to California, it weighs 14 ounces exactly, so I'm going to round that up to 15 to be on the safe side. And shipping is $6.64 through USPS Ground Advantage. So my profit was $13.56, bread and butter, and I mean that to be. I make most of my money on these average sales. Yeah, I mean, bread and butter to me just means kind of my average sales. It's an average brand. It's an average item altogether, but probably the majority, or at least 50% of my sales are coming from that type of thing. The next one is an eBay sale. Something, I actually think I got this at the same sale. It's going to Washington State. It is a Shein curve dress, which I don't normally pick up Shein, but it's plus size. Oh, I actually got it for 52 cents. This was at, that's right, a church sale I went to in Missouri when I was on a trip with my dad. It was a really pretty pattern, long, flowy caftan style, and it was a very large size. I think it says 5X, but a 6X. But a 6X in Shein Curve is a 24, 26, which isn't as large as what I would think of a 6X being. Regardless, it is a beautiful dress, and I sold it for $8.47 plus shipping. So that was on an offer to watchers or a sale. Probably an offer to watchers with that price because I had it listed fairly low anyway. Probably didn't cost much more than that at Shein's website. They don't have to wait for it to come all the way from China. It was also promoted with shipping. They paid $18.42. So the movies I saw today, I saw with my sister. We saw Caught Stealing. Again, I don't think people do a really great job of naming movies. I think it could have been named I don't know. I'll think about that one. But it has the Austin Butler. He played Elvis in the latest Elvis movie. It was really good too. And this movie was good. It's funny, it's entertaining, it was action packed, it was kind of moving at the same time. I would recommend very much. I think my husband would have liked it too. So I would say a couple could go see this and enjoy it together. My sister liked it. The day before, I went to a movie by myself. Sometimes I just take myself on dates. And I started the day with, it was Sunday, I started the day with an estate sale that I didn't end up going in because they weren't taking anything other than cash. I didn't have any. It's an estate sale. I kind of expect credit card, Venmo, some other sort of electronic payment. So bye, guys. I'm not staying and looking at stuff I can't end up buying. So I was driving to a store to return some shoes, and I passed a garage sale sign. This is going to cost $6.04 to ship. And so I stopped at that, and they had a whole lot of plus size clothing. It was two ladies having the sale, and they had some beauty products. I made $8.20, bread and butter, going to Washington. They had clothes, they had bags, they had books. I really liked a lot of the stuff they had, like for myself. But I ended up buying some clothes to resell. I bought some books for myself, and I bought a hair product for myself. I bought this, and I'm going to put this in quotes, Chanel bag. Chanel stickers peeling off. I'll probably put that at my vendor rack to sell for very little. Although I paid $3 for it. That's kind of high. I paid $3 per item, but I thought the items were good. They were going to be bread and butter sales. And that's about what I would pay at a thrift store. So, not too bad. Next is, so after that, I went to the movie. It's another eBay sale. It's a Marmot jacket. I've had for a little while. Oh, I forgot to tell you how fast those things sold. I'll tell you on this one. I will say that Shein and the Livy, they both took less than 3 months. That is for sure. This may have been longer. I listed it a year ago. Well, November. So not quite a year, but a longer time ago. I don't know why it didn't sell sooner, but it is a green marmot jacket. It did have some like flaws and discolorations, but it's a great quality jacket. A marmot membrane, women's size medium eco jacket, windbreaker, waterproof, packable green. I paid $7.43, y'all. I got this when we were on a trip to California, and I was just, it's $120 retail. The ASP is only $28. So I don't know why I paid $7.43, but perhaps I thought I would do better. What did they pay for it? They paid $24.47, likely an offer to watchers, plus shipping, and it's going to Oregon. It was also promoted. With shipping, they paid $34.42. $9.93 are my fees. That's unfortunate. So I can already tell you I overpaid on the cost of goods, for sure. A couple of bucks, probably an okay pickup. $7.43, not so much. Yeah, it weighs 13 ounces exactly, so you know I'm going to round up. And shipping will be $6.82 USPS ground advantage. So it'll end up being a bread and butter type of profit of $10.24, but I would say Marmot should not be bread and butter. It should fetch a higher price, and or I should pay less. Both of those things probably. I think what did I say I got for it? $24.47. That's not bad. It's really here the cost of goods. I did have a lady who wanted to buy it on Facebook Marketplace, and then I forgot to put it out. She came by, it wasn't out there, and then that day she got laid off from work. So she said, never mind. I'm like, yeah, you hang on to your dollars. All right. Oh, I didn't pick up this one either. Or did I? Probably did. Hold on. Let's see what number this is. This is a Figs scrub set that I got at a garage sale for $1, 50 cents each, for 50 cents top, 50 cents pants. The navy blue Figs scrub set. That's not it. The number on it, 0310. Here we go. 0310, yep. Navy blue Figs scrubs still sell for me. I would consider them a bread and butter brand as well. At one point, I would have considered them a Bolo, a be on the lookout. But now you can find a lot of them online, so I make sure I don't spend too much on them. 50 cents each at a garage sale is great. I got 2 pairs of these. I can't remember if the other one's already sold. I'm thinking maybe they did. So my title was Figs Scrub Set, Women's Size Extra Small. These run a little large in my opinion, especially the tops. Casma top and Yola pants, petite length navy blue. And I listed them together since they were the same size. And I got, this was a Poshmark sale. Oh crap, I put it in an eBay poly mailer. I want to put it in I know I'm wasting a poly mailer, but I do want to put it in a priority mail package. I should have looked at that first, because these are priority mail labels and they will ship faster. And, you know, since it's Poshmark, putting it in an eBay poly mailer, whatever. So I'm going to ruin a poly mailer to repackage it. They paid $30 plus shipping. So my fees would be $6. And I won't have any shipping costs myself. This is going to be a decent profit. It's going to PR. Is that Puerto Rico? Carolina PR. Gotta be Puerto Rico. I imagine shipping, like purchasing through Poshmark is good if you're in Puerto Rico because it's, $8 something. And it might be more through other services, I would think. Yeah, my cost of goods was $1 total. And I made $23. I forgot to tell you how quickly it sold. We'll try to do better. Okay, the next one is a bongo dress that sold on eBay. I don't know if bongo is still made today. I think so. Bongo's been around a long time, like since I was in high school, maybe younger. Bongo plus size 1X dress, burgundy black lace, boho, fairy grunge, whimsy goth, vamp sheer. Notice all the keywords I used. I think it really helped to sell it. And try not to yawn. I'm going to put it in an 8x11 poly mailer. I just happen to have out. We did some back and forth negotiating on the price. This is going to Ohio. We settled on $18.88. I had it listed for $29.96. They sent me an offer and I was like, hey, I already have it 30% off. Can we just settle at $18.88? I think I did that with this one. I did that with several that I had on sale for 30% off. I had that sale going for the last week or two of the month. This one I don't think was promoted. Let's look. No. They paid with shipping $25.94. And my fees were $3.93. I'd paid $6.17 for this. That's kind of high for this particular dress, but I think it's going to be okay. Weighs 5.5, rounding up to 6 ounces. And USPS Ground Advantage shipping will be $4.74. So I made $11.10, another bread and butter sale. This one definitely was a style-based pickup and not based on the brand or anything. Definitely style-based. Fitting that whimsy goth kind of ethereal fairy kind of thing. God, I want to wear something underneath it. So far we've had all bread and butter type sales. The next one is a pair of pants that sold very quickly. That dress sold in like 2.5 months. This pair of pants is Beta Brand plus size 1X petite. Oh, I think this is it right here. 7 pocket dress pant, yoga pants, straight leg, black. And 0389, yes, that is the correct one. Another eBay sale, going to North Carolina. And this sold for $24. I think that was an offer. Plus $11.88 shipping, so what's that? $35.88 total. I paid $2.16 for these, so that I got these at a $2 sale at this thrift store I like to go to in Frisco, Grace Bridge. It weighs 1 pound, rounding that up to 7 ounces, and shipping will be $8.50 Ground Advantage. Let me see if it'll be any cheaper going out UPS Ground Saver. No. $8.50. Also not promoted. $35.88. $5.30 were my marketplace fees. and it sold in 3 days. Kind of surprised about that, to be honest. Beta Brand's not doing like super fab anymore. Maybe that it was a plus size petite helped it. They are $78 retail, so getting them for $24. And these were like new. I mean, I didn't put those words in there because I don't think eBay will let you, but they were pretty much like new. What I said I made, 1992. That's good. I like that. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I have another eBay sale. It was promoted. It is a Torrid 4X tailor long sleeve shirt, medium wash, denim chambray, western button up. I love chambray tops myself. I own several. I just think they're great as a shirt, as a tunic, as a kind of a jacket over a shirt, unbuttoned. I think they are basic you need in your closet. And I do love to find Torrid in the larger sizes, especially like 3X and above. And there was a while there where I was finding a lot of it for decent prices. I paid $4.32 for this. It's going to Wisconsin. 13 ounces. And shipping is $6.72. $8.80. It sold in 2 months. Did I tell you about the movie? I don't think I did. Now I gotta remember what I saw. Oh, Fantastic Four. It was good. I really have to say that the previews made it look really boring. So my sister always sees those with her son. So I asked her and she said, yes, it was good. So I went and saw it. My husband really wasn't interested. So I went by myself, took myself on a little date. It was good. I really liked it. It's probably on its way out of the theaters soon. So if you want to see it in the big screen, it is one of those good ones to see on the big screen. Another eBay sale, and this is something that needs to go out. It's one day late. Miracle Suit, size 8 tankini swim top, new love knot style, black underwire stretch, and it's going to Ohio, because after it goes to Ohio, it is going to, I think, Canada. Where the heck is it? Oh, yeah, this is it. It's a Miracle Suit. You can look 10 pounds lighter in seconds. I think this is vintage too, but I really didn't know for sure, so I didn't put that in there. It's a really cute style. It took a while to sell. Ooh, it took 4.5 months basically. I was a bit surprised for it selling overseas. I paid $2.16 for this. Where did I get it? Did not write it down. It sold through an offer to watchers for $33.97, and it was promoted. Like I said, most things were promoted. My fee with shipping, they paid $42.30. Was this a full price sale? No, I said it was $33.97 plus shipping. Okay, so $42.30, and then I'm sure it was even more than that to get it to wherever overseas it's going. $11.14 were my marketplace fees, $5.51 for shipping. So this is $23.49. I would say Miracle Suit, especially new with tag, but Miracle Suit swimwear, I would say is a Bolo. I still wouldn't spend a whole lot on it because you see what it sells for, but that's not bad. And somebody was willing to spend that going overseas. I hope they noticed how it's like a fluttery top. I took the best pictures I could. I think it's pretty clear how this whole thing works. I used keywords like slimming, beach, vacation within the listing itself, like the tags. So if you don't have international shipping turned on, I would recommend it's the one where you ship it to somewhere in the US and they ship it out from there. I have learned that they do not repackage things in general. So that's good to know. You want it to be in good enough shape to make it all the way to its location. A nice strong poly mailer from eBay should do the trick. And if it doesn't, eBay's responsible, okay? So like, let's say this shows up in really bad condition and it needs to be repackaged to make it the rest of the leg, that's on them. According to what their rules are, is that they take care of any customer issues. I want to see where she's from. If I can't, I'm just wasting time at this point. Let's move on. So that one's done. I still want to know. I can't remember. I looked initially and I've already forgotten. Let me get a drink real quick. I got one of these new ones. Did I already show you guys this? I'm very happy with it. Yeah, I think it did. Next one, another eBay sale. She Fit, that's the brand. Front zip, perfect lounge sports bra, size small, mint blue, padded wireless. She Fit is a Bolo brand. However, this particular style, it's more lounge bra and less high impact exercise bra. It's their high impact ones that do really well, and especially in the larger sizes. The ones that like have, like, you can velcro it down here, you can velcro it in here, they are very sturdy. They're going to hold the girls when you're doing some high impact aerobics or running. It's going to Washington, going to Seattle. Actually, it sold for full price of $14.96 plus shipping. This one does not have the selling power that the others do. Size small and it not being the high impact ones would be the reasons why. I priced it accordingly. It did sell full price in 4 months, but it was promoted and I did pay $5.40 with shipping. I'm trying not to yawn. They paid $22.43. Marketplace fees $4.25. I'm trying real hard. I'm going to put this in a 6x9. It's not going to weigh too much. 3.5 ounces. So I'll round it up to 4. Put it in that 6x9. And USPS ground will be 460. So a Bolo, but look for the larger sizes and the heftier construction. I made $8.18. The more exciting ones are still to come. I have a bag and some boots that did pretty well. So hang in there while we get through this the B&B, the bread and butter. Pile's looking pretty impressive over here. Okay, Garnet Hill size medium, favorite maxi knit skirt, teal pockets, boho, indie, login look. I have two. I have a gray and I have a teal. The teal is the one that sold super fast. Great sell-through rate on these. Yeah, excellent. And I've had them for a while to list. The only reason I hadn't listed them is because I was just listing other stuff. And I thought they were a little bit more fall to me because they were maxi, darker colors, lined. But this particular style, which is called the Favorite Maxi Knit Skirt, does well. It's got these big slouchy pockets. It looks super comfy. I think I used great keywords with boho, indie, and login look. Login look is this like loose fitting, oversized, layered kind of style. Garnet Hill in general is kind of worth looking up. Not always picking up, but looking up. And I had it listed for $44.96. They sent me an offer of $34. The ASP was $37. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this quick sale. Let's do it. I paid $1.56 because I got these at the Bins, the Goodwill outlet in Denver where you buy by the pound. It was a Poshmark sale, so I have it in the USPS. My marketplace fees were $6.80, and I made $25.64 in one day. Love that. Going to Alabama. Look at all these sales I'm having. All right, one of the good ones. Wolverine size 8.5 boots. 1,000-mile Wesley wingtip leather brown distressed. These are going to North Carolina. They sold through an offer to watchers for $63.72 plus shipping. Great boots. I would look up Wolverine. You're probably almost always going to want to pick it up if it's not too much in the cost of goods department. Let's see, what did I spend on it? Wolverine. Had them listed for $75. I bought them for $10.81. I think that's good. They are $295 retail, and they were in great condition. They have what some would consider to be 100% sell-through rate, but a true 100% means none are listed. Some people think if you have the equal number of sold and listed, that's 100%. That's 50%. But it's great. Regardless of how you look at it, it's good. So yeah, I would pick them up any day. And what did they sell on? eBay? Okay. So, what box do I want to put them in? I'm surrounded by boxes right now. Surely one of the ones that's already put together will work for me. Who said in their mind, stop calling me Shirley? They're coming out with another Naked Gun, or maybe they already did. I am, for one, not interested in seeing it. I was too young to really watch it when it came out in the 80s. So I don't have a real appreciation for it, but I know a lot of lines. Because back in those days, we did not have PG-13. And I believe that was a PG movie. Okay. It's not my kind of humor, but I'm sure somebody will be excited. I'm sure a lot of people will be excited to see it, not just a few people. I bet it does okay, even if it's kind of crap. I mean, I'm not saying it is. I have no idea. Putting it in a Walmart box that I had sitting here. So, I got to make sure I have the labels covered up. Yep. There's the label. My gigantic marker. I think it's in the kitchen. I'll be covering this up too, but I'm being extra careful. I lost a package by not covering the label and sticking it on the other side. So let's see what these measure. 13 by 9 by 7. 13 by 9 by 7. And it weighs 2 pounds. I'm going to round that up to 3, and then I'll also add an ounce. 3 pounds, 1 ounce. Shipping will be $9.27 USPS ground. And profit is $35.91. I love that. Love that for me. All right, so I'm going to cover this up. Okay, that's good. Cover that up. Put a thank you on it. Bolo Wolverine. I look up most men's leather boots that look like this. Lace up, chukka, other style. All of them. Moto. If I can tell the real leather, I will look them up. Depop sale. Got a lot of offers on these. Finally, someone paid. What's interesting is I have 2 pair that are exactly the same, and I have got no offers on the other pair. This pair got several. Everlane size 0 pants, organic cotton. Find the rest of the title. High rise straight crop jeans, black preppy. I got both of them at that Salvation Army pound sale, and I'm going to put them in a colorful Holly mailer. I had them listed for $25. I paid $210. They sold in 3 weeks for a customer offer of $19. I accept that offer for multiple people. And sometimes they don't see that you accepted, and then it expires, and they either don't notice it expired and don't try again, or give up, or whatever. And sometimes they come back and send you the offer again, and that's what I think happened in this one. Sorry, kind of loud. Get in there. These are a nice, sturdy denim. Wasn't real excited about picking up size 0, but they sold pretty quickly, 3 weeks. I kind of want to send a message to these other people who say, hey, I have another pair. Would you like them? My marketplace fees were only $1.52. Love Depop. My profit was $15.38. Going to New York State. My dog sitting is over for a while now. I don't have any dog sitting in September. We are going to go out of town for my mother-in-law's 80th birthday. I'm doing that this coming weekend. And then we're going to Colorado for a week and a half, which I'm excited about. We're going to do some camping. We're going to do some, he's going to work for a week there, and I'm going to do some thrifting, go to the Denver bins. You know, I love it. Yeah, I kind of would have expected a higher profit on these. So I would say because Everlane is sustainable, organic, all that kind of stuff. But the size 0, I think that was it. Now, this next one is an eBay sale that you might wonder, why did I bother even listing it? Well, because I saw all the flaws as I was taking pictures, and I'm like, it actually had a matching tank top I ended up throwing it away. I was like, never mind, disregard that. Let me just do this by itself. And then I'm like, good God, there's so much what I think is discoloration. To be honest, because the way this top looks, it could look like it was done on purpose, but I think it bled on itself. It is 100% silk. It is where's my title? Patchington is the brand. Size large shirt, 100% silk, and I think I put rainbow stripe. What other keywords? Button up, vintage, flaws, in all caps. And I called those out. I said vintage and pre-owned with color transfer in many places all over shirt, plus missing the top button at collar. See photos, priced accordingly. I priced it for $9.96. I got an offer for $5. I said, sure, I'll take it. I probably shouldn't have listed it. But hey, I'm making my 58 cents back that I put into it, probably plus some. It was promoted. So with shipping, they paid $13.01. My fees were $385.84. I'm going to put this in an 8x10 or 8x11, I guess is what it is. Got this at a thrift store where I buy things like put a bunch of stuff in a bag and they give me a price. It weighs 4.1, so I'm going to round that up to 5. It's going to Nebraska. And my shipping cost is $4.69. So what did I make? $3.90. That is just a bad buy right there. I shouldn't have picked it up, but because that the amount of time it took for me to measure, photograph, none of that was worth $3.90. Yes, it did sell anyway, but I could have spent that time listing something that would sell for more. Your time is valuable. But I was already like more than halfway down the road before I noticed how bad it was, how bad off it was. Probably would have been better off just putting it on my rack and making about the same, but that's okay. That is okay. Depop sale. Okay, I think I have this and then 2 more. That's what I think. And then the ones I didn't pick up, I'll just do tomorrow. Arizona is where it's going. It is a Rachel Zoe size large, 100% linen sleeveless button-up top. It was pretty wrinkled in the picture, and I had already steamed it, and I was like, I'm not doing it again. Buy it or not, people. And they did. They bought it. They sent me an offer of $16 after 2 weeks of being listed. My cost of goods was $2.50. I got this at Salvation Army in Missouri when I was on that trip I told y'all about. And I'm going to put it in this colorful poly since it is Depop. Marketplace fees were only $1.24. Get the label printed. So $12.26 is my profit. Going to Phoenix. eBay sale. The other one that I said was really good, in my opinion, this fossil bag. It sold for an offer to watcher of $42.47. It's gorgeous. It is leather. It has a not quite a crossbody strap. It has a strap, shoulder strap. It has handles. This makes it a satchel. It's got the key accent here, charm. It's got 3 pockets inside. It was fairly clean for its age. Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna zip that up. It says fossil here, and then it says fossil inside, and of course the key. So it sold for $42.47 plus shipping. All I did to this was rub a little Doc Martens Wonder Balsam on it. Probably didn't even need that much. I mean, it has like some ink marks on it. You just take pictures of those things and let people know. I said fossil leather satchel bag, purse, key, charm, brown classic minimalist preppy. It was promoted, so my fees were higher. I had it listed for $50, and it went out to an offer to watchers for $42.47. It sold in 1 month. My cost of goods was $8.11. Marketplace fees, ouch, were $16.23. With shipping, they paid $53.54. I need water after saying all that. And this is eBay, so I need to, I'm going to find a box, but first, I think I'll put it in a poly mailer to protect it. What am I trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to put 2 snaps together that don't snap to each other. They snap to this other thing. I think I can do a 12 by 16 poly mailer to put this in. No. 15 by 19. These always end up a mess when I pull them out. to my tape twice. And put it in here, and then I need to find something even bigger because I don't want to bend the satchel handles. And I should have this one is even bigger. Actually much too big now. Like Goldilocks. And the trace bears, I don't know bears. Today I went, after the movie, to Thrift Giant. I went to the one in Denton because I was up that direction. And they were having their 50% off, all tags. This is not working out in my favor. Okay. And so I went looking for homecoming dresses that I could sell on the vendor rack and put out there this week because homecoming's coming up at the high schools down in that area. What does this measure? 13 by 14 with those handles. I wonder if this is too shallow. It's perfect. Yeah. Amazon box. So I was looking for short dresses, sparkles, young styles. I found some. Won't sell them for much, maybe $8 to $10. That is where I like to make some quick money, hopefully. It's also where I like to clear out some of my old stuff that is not selling, and where I like to sell some of the mall brands that I get for free from family members. It's doing okay. As long as I make sure I'm not putting so many hours into it that it's not worth the time, then it's all right. And I think I've been balancing it well. So this measures 16 by 13 by 4, approximately, rounding up. 16 by 13 by 4. It's going to Indiana. And it weighs 2 pounds, 3.2 ounces, putting that down as 4. Shipping is, we'll do Ground Saver, UPS Ground Saver for $8.41. And my profit was $20.79. Nice. Make sure I cover up this label. Probably say that out loud every time I'm reusing a box, just for my brain to make sure it does it. Put a thank you sticker on it. And away we go. One more. And this is something that I've sold, gotten returned for fit, and sold again. Sold pretty quickly after I relisted it. I find that to be the case. Even though this dress took a while to sell the first time, it sold faster the second time. I see that happen a lot. The John Phillips size 20 midi dress, 90s sleeveless, dark floral, tropical resort beach. It reminds me of something I had just like it in college. Cost of goods was $3.24. I had it listed a total of a year. I don't know how quickly it sold when I relisted it, but it was definitely faster than the first time. It's going to California. I think in retrospect, I shouldn't have picked this up. I don't think it was special enough. And took a whole full year to sell again, in total. It weighs 11.9, so I'm rounding that up to 12, and my shipping cost will be $6.04. With shipping, they paid $27.42. My marketplace fees were $8.40, and I made $9.74. So I would not pick this up again. Not based on brand, just based on the style itself. Maybe if I got it for like 25 cents. No, just took too long to sell. No. I will put a screenshot up of how much I made. It's going to include anything I sold at my vendor mall rack, and I will put a line item that says how much of that revenue is from the vendor mall rack. Just FYI, since you're not seeing it. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. Give me a thumbs up if you made it this far, if you learned anything, if you liked this video. Any reason at all will help me. And if you're not already subscribed, it would help me out if you could go ahead and subscribe. I lose subscribers every time I say this. So I think what happens is I say subscribe, and then you click the subscribe and you're really unsubscribing. So make sure you're not subscribed first. I don't know if that's the reason. Whatever the reason, maybe people just don't want my content. That's fine. But if you do, click subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Y'all have a great day and just keep listing.